I think the environment, the culture that's built from the top, the leadership makes so much difference in the production of innovative thinking and sort of failing forward, you know sort of I don't want to say lifestyle, but just that culture of thinking in the company. Is that kind of what you're getting at?
Yeah, absolutely. It starts at the top. It starts with leadership.
Hmm.
And it can't be something you're just giving lip service to. You have to follow through and you have to give people the space and the grace to fail
Yeah.
and to help them to learn from that and move past that. So that's the first thing. Another thing you have to do as a leader is you have to model that behavior. If I make a mistake, if I fail at something within my organization, I tell everybody. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, well, this wasn't the right choice. And here's why. What can we learn from that? And how do we move forward with it?
Mhm.
So if you're afraid to admit your own failures, don't expect that your teams are going to feel comfortable admitting theirs. So you
Yeah.
have to create that atmosphere that encourages that. Another great example of that, and this is a story that goes around. I don't know if it's 100% true or not, but apparently Tom Watson Jr., who was the CEO of IBM at the time, he had an executive who he failed at something and he lost a couple of $1 million. And he
Mm.
was called into Tom's office fully expecting to be fired. And Tom said, hey, why would I do that? I just spent $2 million on your education. So let's
Yeah.
learn from it and let's move forward. Right. And so it takes that type of leadership where you're willing. Now, I don't know that I would do it if it was millions of dollars, but,
Yeah.
Certainly you want to create that type of environment where it's okay. But what's key also is that you have to make sure that you're not skipping that evaluation phase. You go back and you look at, okay, why
Mm.
did we fail? What can we
Yeah.
learn from this failure? What can we do better next time?
So, okay, because that was my next question: is how do you create this type of environment, like a safe culture, a culture of learning? How do you do that? And what I'm hearing you say is leadership needs to demonstrate it from the top first, because and I've been a part of companies that are, one side or the other, and when it's demonstrated and they are okay with innovating, they're okay with experimenting and failing and kind of being naked in front of the company and saying, look, I made these decisions and they didn't work out and we're going to work through them. It empowers you, the lower level employee, to do the same thing. So, when you get to the evaluation stage, what does that look like? Is it kind of like a process oriented, logistical type of thing, or is it more of just I don't know, a point in the I don't know, really not really sure how to think about it.
Yeah, well, one of the ways that we do it is that when something goes wrong, we just pull people together and we say, look, this is a no blame retrospective. We're not looking
Hmm.
to find blame. We're not looking to point the finger at anyone. We're all trying to learn from this.
Yeah.
So then people are more open about putting it out on the table and really being honest about what went wrong. I think it's harder for some than it is for others. I know that it is based off of their energetic preferences, which aligns with our model. But you
Hmm.
have to have that growth mindset. You have to be willing to learn from things and recognize that, yeah, I made a mistake, but how do I move forward from here?